What's up, YouTube? It's another beautiful day. Let's get it started. Have I got a treat for y'all. Today I'm doing my first review on, you guessed it, Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, I can't even contain my excitement that I've had for this movie. I've been counting down the months and the days for this to come out. What makes me the most excited is not only is this movie about Spider-Man, my favorite superhero, but it also features Iron Man. And guess what? I'm so excited that I have a Marvel shirt on. It says Legends on it, and it's got the Legends on it. First up, Spider-Man. Of course, you got Thor, Captain America, Hulk, and the other superhero being featured in the movie, Iron Man, aka Tony Stark. Not only is Spider-Man my favorite superhero, he's been the face of Marvel since I can remember. When I was young, before I had cable, I used to watch Spider-Man on Fox 26 Kids all the time. I even liked it better than the X-Men show, and I loved that show as well. But Spider-Man was always my favorite and go-to show. I've been playing Spider-Man video games all the way since Sega Genesis, Game Boy, and even up until now, into the PlayStation days. Even on phone apps, I've been playing Spider-Man games. Even on one of my favorite video games, Ultimate Alliance 2. No matter how much of an array of superheroes there were, I always went with Spider-Man. And look, he's even on the front cover of that stuff. Look, I know it says pre-owned, but look, I'm not trying to spend any extra money. GameStop only sells working video games anyway, so you might as well get the used one. Don't judge me. Ah! Now, I've seen the previous Spider-Man movies, the one with Tobey Maguire, the ones with Andrew Garfield, but I'm really excited to see how Tom Holland takes on this role, especially since this looks like the youngest Spider-Man we've ever had. A little disclaimer here. Whenever I go into a movie theater to watch a movie, I always go in with the mentality, this movie's gonna suck, this movie's gonna suck. So if it does suck, I'm not really surprised. But if it's really good, my mind is blown. And I love that when I have that mentality and it ends up being a really good movie. Amazing. My family and I are going out tonight to one of my favorite movie houses in Houston, Star Cinema Grill. Now, there are several reasons why I love this movie house. 1, assigned seating. When you buy the movie tickets, you actually see what seats are available, how many there are, and you get to pick exactly where you want to sit. So nobody can take your spot. I hate that first come first served stuff. 2, the seats there are actually really nice, and you got a table right in front of you for each seat. 3, Star Cinema Grill is not only a theater, it's a theater and a restaurant combined. I just remember all the times that I had to get up in the middle of a movie to refill my drink, to get food, or the fact that I had to wait in line before the movie to get my food and I had to be behind all these people. But at this theater, there's a menu at each seat, and at the press of a button, a waiter comes to you, takes your order, and the food is brought to you at your seat. The way this theater is set up, it's like they don't want you to miss any part of the movie. That's why the food is brought to you, and it's an amazing experience. Well, you're gonna miss some of the movie if you have to go use the restroom. They can't help you out with that. 4, the food. Star Cinema Grill doesn't just have your regular popcorn, pretzels, nachos, hot dogs, chicken tenders. No, it actually has an extensive menu with appetizers, entrees, alcoholic beverages, desserts. If I could make any suggestion right off the top, I would probably say the Southwestern egg rolls. I love Southwestern egg rolls, and theirs are actually really good. The pizza's good too. The desserts are really good. They had like this chocolate cake with ice cream on top. You know, I'm getting carried away. Let me just say that the food there is amazing. 5, the price. Now you think, oh, it's a theater and a restaurant put together, so it's gonna be more expensive to eat there. Not at all. The food's actually reasonably priced, and the tickets are reasonably priced as well. Actually, there's one more reason I love this place. So the 6th reason I love this place. And I don't know if anybody else thinks like I do, but when I go into any public place, or in this case a movie house, I really like it when there's a really nice and clean restroom. And Star Cinema Grill has a really nice restroom. I know, it's crazy. You wouldn't think that somebody would add nice and clean restroom to their criteria for a movie house, but I do. And honestly, usually I won't, but this place, good job. Now, when I do reviews on this channel, I'm gonna rate them from 1 to 5 stars, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. Through all the years and all the experiences that I've had at Star Cinema Grill, I honestly can give this place a solid 4.5 stars. Well, it's almost 7 o'clock. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see this movie. When it's done and after I've seen it, I'll give y'all an honest review and an honest rating on it. Star Cinema Grill. So just got done watching Spider-Man Homecoming. My review on it. Just so you know, spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear any spoilers, cut out right now. Just cut out of it. Alright, so here we go. As a Marvel movie fan, I'm very much satisfied. As a comic book fan, I needed just a little bit more. There's going to be an appearance of another villain besides Vulture in this movie, and that person is Shocker. And just so you know, they underplayed the villains so much, they underplayed Spider-Man just as much. They didn't even focus on like spider sense. Shocker was way underplayed. All he had was like some galvanuckles, and it really didn't show off his true power. Vulture as well, but Vulture was better represented in this movie. This movie needed a little bit more action. This movie relied a lot on comedy. The script was actually really good. It was funny. It did what it could, and it was entertaining. But from a scale of 1 to 10, since I'm more critical of movies, I'm going to do a scale of 1 to 10. I will give this a 7.8. If you're a Marvel movie fan, go watch it. If you're a comic book fan, watch it, but do not get your hopes up. And yeah. So all in all, it was a really good experience. Star Cinema Grill delivered as usual. Like I said, I'll leave their website in the description below. And as usual, Marvel delivered as well. It's just that this time around, I thought I would go into it with the mentality that I mentioned before, but because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, I expected so much from this movie. And it was a good movie, don't get me wrong. But the reason I had to give it a 7.8 is because maybe the new approach, like they tried to go with the younger, you know, fresh into high school sophomore Spider-Man, focusing more on dialogue and scripting. I felt as if the connection with Tom Holland and the main actress of the movie wasn't even that strong. They didn't really have the chemistry, because I look at Spider-Man as like a geeky superhero slash lover boy a little bit, you know, just like a geekish charm. And sure, yeah, he was a bit of a nerd, but there was no charm to him when it came to the main actress. And as I said before, the supervillains were heavily underplayed. They're a lot more powerful. Most comic book readers would know this, but as I said before, as a Marvel movie fan, I am very much satisfied. It was a great movie. But as a comic book reader, I just needed a little bit more. And that's why I rated it a 7.8 out of 10. Hope y'all liked this video. I can't wait to do more reviews for you guys and make more videos overall. If there's any places in Houston that you would like me to review, leave it down in the comments section. And y'all, don't forget 2 things. Live to love and love to live. It's the only L that matters. So hold it for me. Ah!